rent payment allows us to do is give us a huge amount of insight into customers' behavior. So our primary revenue source is real estate.
So, how has been your strategy, to get your customer pay their rent while your platform playing out? As a customer acquisition, the strategy is pretty good. Though from what I've learned that from every transaction there's a loss. But I have seen, according to your platform, whenever the retention of the customer is there to engage with them, make sure that their next home transaction is done via you guys. So would you mind telling us how has been this working out for you?
This is a great question. So what basically rent payment allows us to do is give us a huge amount of insight into customers' behavior. So for example, if you have been paying rent for say 10 months on Nobroker platform, and on 11th month you discontinue, then we know that you are the right customer for us to be engaged for your rental needs, for your real estate needs. And in case you have just started paying rent, then perhaps you're a new customer who has its own need, be it painting, be it movers. So we are now offering myriad services across the real estate journey. And I think this basically, first of all, it engages customers with us on a monthly basis, which is awesome for us. And second is that this gives us this important information as to when is the right time for us to remind you about ourselves.
Okay. So I've been also noticing, Nobroker team is now actively seen in primary market sales too. So would love to know how much is this part of the business contributing to overall revenue share? And this market is currently already very cluttered. So do you see this segment playing out for you in the future?
So the revenue from this segment keeps on growing every month. We are very, very enthusiastic about this vertical, and the way in which we have thought about this vertical is a little different. So we don't do ads of brokers, or any brokers is not possible, of even builders on our platform. So if you go to Nobroker platform, unlike other platforms which showcase the ads, we make zero ad revenue, and we do not put any ads of any builder. Our objective is more like a solutioning. So a customer comes on Nobroker platform and says that, hey, I want an apartment. We tell him that we have these many resale apartments that you can choose from. In case he says that, no, I want a freshly built or under construction builder apartment, then we have tie up with a lot of builders, as you mentioned, in the primary sale, and then we connect the customer to the builder. And then for that, we take a fees from the builder. Another thing which is very different from us is that many of the players in this industry have had issues of account receivables, builders not paying them on time and so on. We book our revenue only when we get money from the builder. We don't book any revenue in our books until the cash hits our account. So we are very, very careful about that aspect. And as far as builders are concerned, see, what do they need? They need genuine customers coming to us. And at Nobroker today, we are getting more than 6 lakhs new customers are registering on Nobroker every month, which basically, and till now, in the history of Nobroker, in the past 8 years, we have cumulatively 2 crore customers. Now, 2 crore is itself a very good number. We are only in 6 cities, and having a 2 crore customer base is good. But look at the 6 lakh number. 6 lakh monthly basically means 72 lakh new customers per year. So we basically added 2 crore customers in 8 years. But now in every year, we are adding 1/3 of the customers. So the pace of growth is really exponential. And so we basically offer a platform which has a very high traction, very high active users. And that is very beneficial for either the sellers, be it resale sellers or be it builders.
So could you explain me your revenue model? Because I was going through the financial year of 2021, where they have shown how much subscription Nobroker is getting the revenue from that particular segment, also from the Nobroker Pay. And then there are smaller segments like your lead generation and everything. Could you explain us about your revenue model?
Sure. So I may not be able to basically tell the exact numbers in terms of the percentages, but I can basically paint a picture which basically gives you a very good idea about our structure. So our primary revenue source is real estate, which basically has where the biggest component is in terms of the uh, uh, paid plans that customers purchase from us. So for example, if you're an owner, you can post your property for free or no, there's no problem. But because there are many people who are posting properties on Nobroker. In fact, close to 3 lakh properties are being posted every month. And if you want your property to be on the top slot, then there is a paid plan, which is anyway a fraction of what a broker would have charged. And similarly, for tenant and buyers, there are some premium facilities for which there's an optional paid plan. Now, many of the customers use this and their properties get rented out faster because of obvious technological reason, and so on and so forth. So this basically forms the biggest chunk. It also includes property management services. So we have a property management vertical in which we take your home and we manage it. In terms of that, we find the tenant for you, we do 6 monthly inspection for you, and then we manage the move out. So this is the primary one. So this is the main one. Then there are other two, which are services and financial services. So home services consist of packers and movers primarily, and then also aided by painting, cleaning, and now home interiors. The last one is financial services, which has rent payment that you discussed, and also home loans, insurance along with it.